Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Activities for People Living with Dementia. We are proud to offer this series with funding from the Area Agency on Aging and the United Way of Tarrant County. Some of our programs are recorded and some are made available for viewing through a YouTube channel for future use. I am Martha Brown, your host for today's activities. Today, Emily Corbin is bringing us Nia-Moving to Heal. I need to move on a Monday after being a slug on the weekend, and Emily is just the lady to follow. Emily, it's all yours.
Thank you, Martha.
Yes, ma'am.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Thank you.
Share my music. And you guys let me know when you see that green box at the top.
I see it.
Okay.
Yep, see it.
Great. Excellent. Just a moment while I adjust that volume. All right, so we're going to come to the edge of our seats, and I'll go back to my seat in just a second. Just want to check in with everyone first. So come to the edge of your seat, sitting hopefully in a chair that doesn't roll around too much. And we'll practice with our shoes off and socks off if you're comfortable with that. We want to sense our feet on the floor. So many nerve endings in the bottom of the feet, so we get so much information about the health and stability of our bodies, but also information about the environment. And that starts with our feet. So you can sense your seat in the chair, push your feet into the floor a little bit, and start to settle yourself into this moment. So leaving behind any distractions that you may have brought with you onto this chair, right? So with your next inhale breath, imagine you're cleaning your slate. With your exhale, relax your shoulders down. And now begin to notice the volume of your lungs when you inhale. And maybe measure that volume using a score of 1 to 10. Just allowing yourself to make a numeric observation of your breath. And anything in your body that you feel is tight, bound, constricted, sore, anything that feels really great. Right? Anything you can observe, anything you can notice about your experience in this body right now, all good information, all good to know what we're dancing with.
I like that. Dancing.
Yeah. Today I'm dancing with, I don't know, fill in the blank, right? Today I'm dancing with a little pain in my ankle, you know? Today you might be dancing with, I don't know, what is it, Martha? What are you dancing with? Oh, you're muted.
A rash.
Sore shoulders.
Sore shoulders.
Ooh.
John's dancing with sore shoulders. Myra, what are you dancing with?
Sore right knee.
Nancy, do you want to share what you might be dancing with today?
Left upper arm pain.
Okay. Yeah. And
You dancing with pain and
what are you dancing with today?
Pain anywhere?
It's pain anywhere.
Pain in what?
I have no real pain at the moment.
Okay. He has no pain at the moment.
Amazing. So you're dancing with freedom. And what about you, Yetta? What are you
Tired,
dancing with?
tiredness.
Yeah, okay. So let's dance and use movement as medicine, as a way to look for what we need from our practice. You guys let me know when you hear music. It's gonna start soft. Yeah. Sounds a little like an orchestra warming up. All right, good. So lifting one ankle, one foot off the floor, and finding some rotation in your ankle joint. And you might bend and straighten your leg and notice, how's that knee feeling, right? And then let's do the other side. So take that foot firmly back to the floor and lift the other one, rotating your ankle joint. So making some more detailed observations what we're dancing with here. And then bend and straighten the leg. And now take that foot back to the floor. So let's practice with a closed stance right now. That means that my big toes are touching. There's a little bit of space between my heels. And there's this pressure between my feet and the floor. And that's giving me a sense of length in the spine. So now soften your neck. Yeah. And imagine there is a string attached to the crown of your head. Now imagine the string, there's also a string attached to your shoulders. With your inhale, that string is going to get pulled up. And then with your exhale, gently release the shoulders down. Almost like you're breathing with your shoulders. Yeah, just like that. Let's do that again. Very nice. Now, whenever I am moving my shoulders and my arms are way up here, if you're having pain in your shoulders, keep them closer to your body, right? When you keep them closer to your body, you're going to be honoring the joints a little bit more, all right? Let's do some movement in our wrists. You can flex the wrists, you can rotate them. Nice. And what about elbows? What if we pretended like there's string just holding the elbows up? What about rotation in the forearm? Nice. And now, what if we breathe just one shoulder? Inhale, one shoulder rises up, and exhale, release the shoulder down. And the other shoulder, inhale, and exhale. Nice. Let's do that again. Other side. Now come to stillness. Sense that length in your spine, relaxation in the back of the neck. What about a little lift in the corners of the mouth? Huh? All right. So with our inhale breath, we'll pull the fingers way up overhead. And then a little sway. Relax your shoulders down if this is uncomfortable. Nice. Sense undulation in your spine as you let your hands slowly float down. Nice. And now it's a little slower because we're moving bigger side to side. Now take the feet wider. It's an A stance. So if you were to stand up, you would make the letter A with your body. And it's very slow motion. Waving the hands, sense the muscles of your arms. One connected to your fingers. So you guys keep going. I'm just going to show you with my fingers that there's a lot of space in my palm, right? Like palming a basketball. And then relax your hand. Nice. Now what if you add more of your spine? Nice. Now sense that the feet are giving you stability here. They're pushing into the floor and keeping you from falling one way or the other. Nice. And now let's come back to the center. One shoulder brushes and the other shoulder brushes. Keep that. One shoulder. Yeah. The other shoulder. And then we'll tap the foot on that same side. Brush, whole foot, tap, brush, whole foot, tap, brush, whole foot. If you get lost, no worries. You're exactly where you need to be. Brush, brush. One more. This is the last one. And now palms reach way up overhead. And find that little sway lengthen through the side of your body. Suspense your feet rooted into the chair, your feet rooted into the floor. That gives you the freedom to float your upper body and your hands, starting to let them come down. And it gets slower. So slow. Look at your hands as they move side to side. Hand-eye coordination. And then bringing hands, excuse me, closer to the center. Take palms to thighs. And the tops of the arms, shoulders, tops of the head. Outsides of the legs. Anywhere, wherever. Oh wait, when I say wherever, I hurried. Okay, let's not hurry. Nice. Let's practice in our A stance, pressing ball of the foot. So my heels are lifted. If I were standing, it would look like I was tiptoeing. And then I'm just gonna let my spine relax and move naturally. Lifting each foot. Nice. Now let's move into the whole foot. Whole foot. Relaxing the shoulders. Yeah, relax your shoulders. Now, we've done this before, where we do 2 on each side. 2. So it's 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. I find if I think, I get completely lost. I have to sense the rhythm in my body, and sense what feels good. Now, if this is feeling comfortable, you're ready to build on it, then you can start to play with your hands. You can keep them close to the body, or you could reach them way out there, right? So it's still the step, and 2 times. All right, 2 move. We're gonna step with the whole foot, reach the hands up, and tap. Stay on one side. The arms sway down. However you do it, that's the right way. All right, let's move to the other side. This music is so joyful. Let your music be joyful too. Last one. Nice. Now 1 step and the other side step. Watch your hands. Look, reach, and look. Now what about those tippy toes? Yeah. Toes back to whole foot. We'll step and reach. Step and reach. Step and reach. So there's 1 more each side. And then we return to the sway. It's a little faster, so we're gonna keep our elbows close to the body. You can start with your palms down, and then flip your palms up. Notice when you flip your palms up, you might sense more freedom in the shoulders. There's an openness in your heart. Notice when you take your feet a little bit wider, you have stability to move a little bigger. Yeah. And if you want to move closer to your center, you can imagine the movement is intrinsic, right? Imagine it is coming from the underneath underneath your chin. Nice. And then let's move back to that gentle sway side to side. And then letting your arms start to slow down and come back towards the center. Remember the squish walk. I'm gonna lift one heel and squish my grip. And I make that sound because I'm emphasizing that that's where my effort is. That's where I want to place my exhale. To sense the muscles of your thighs squeezing in towards the bone at that moment when you push your heel down. Nice. And then we'll take a strike. So heel of the hand is going to strike across the body and come back. Strike and come back. Squish and strike. Any side. Yeah. About the level of your heart. Nice. And the start. That's agility. Nice. Now we're just going to do the heel squish and give it a different energy. Okay. This has the energy of fluid motion. No stop start here, right? Constant motion, spiraling. Now, what about a spiraling of your right arm? You don't know what it's going to do. Keep the heels lifting and pressing in constant fluid motion. Nice. Let's move to the left arm. What's it going to do? How does the left arm express today? Maybe the expression is really close to your body. Maybe it's way out there. Nice. And now let's bring some form back. We took some freedom. Let's come back to a little form. Both feet on the floor, hips distance apart. Good. So remember the strike. I want you to sense the rotation in your core. Put your power, right there. Nice. Now, what about a downward strike? Now, can we bring the energy of fluid, easy going, easy does it, to our downward strike? Nice. And now let go of that. Take your wrist. And I want you to take a little walk here. It's like you're bumping your hips up towards your thighs, towards your elbows. Nice. And then let's bring the palms together, sense touch. And then explode with the hand. Yeah. Little rotation in your chest. Isolate the chest. Now come back to the center and isolate the other direction. And explode. Nice. And the heel presses. Let's return to that squish walk. Now, if you want to, you can reach and pull, reach and pull. Let's do one side only. Like you're pulling a lever. And there's a buck with all your wildest dreams. You just pull the lever. They'll all come true. Spilling onto you. Pull that bucket. You gotta be deliberate. Nice. Last one. Oh, we better do the other side.
And when you go to the place you now found, just go ahead and
Notice
you can
one
lay
side
your
maybe felt
sorrows
easier
down.
or feels
It's in
easier.
this place
Yeah?
you feel confident and free from all the pressures,
If you feel
of this
tightness or discomfort in your shoulder, keep it closer. Yeah. You can still squeeze those biceps. Nice. And move safely. This is the last one. Ooh, feels good to undulate the shoulders after that. And you can go slow or maybe more rhythmic, up to you. And now just a little kick. Just a little kick. You don't have to straighten your leg all the way. Nice, but you could. You could push the heel. Nice. Now taking a tap anywhere with your right foot. Make sure to cross the center line a couple times. Maybe even cross behind you. Tap out to the side, all around. Nice. And now left foot taps anywhere. Cross the center line. Sense the intelligence of your body receiving more information about how to balance right now. We don't have to know how or why it's happening. Move your toes, tap, nice. And bring yourself back to that open stance. There's space between the 2 feet, but they're closer than the hips. Okay. And let's practice web spaces. So sense the opening coming from the middle of your palm, not so much that the fingers are overextending, but sense this spaciousness expanding from the center of your palm. Nice. Nice. And then relax your wrist. And let's tickle this space. Find a creaky color. I'm going to add a little duck walk. So the heels stay grounded, the balls of the feet lift any way you do it. Any rhythm? Nice. And now we'll take a spear finger. So we have not practiced this too often together. So I'm going to show you first my middle and index. What finger is that? Index coming together. Yeah. Pulling my thumb down, like Charlie's Angels, right? And then these two fingers pulling down too. And this is difficult for me. Get a little crampy right here. So know that you're not alone if it feels a little odd, right? Just give it a try. And then we're gonna start to slice through space, taking the speed a little lighter for stability. You can start to slice through space using these spear fingers, right? So when you shoot a bow, or if you threw a spear, you would move with fierce determination. You would move your spear in the direction of your prey or your predator. Right? But positioning the fingers in this way is helpful for maintaining shoulder stability while engaging in mobility. Nice. Let's let that go. Ooh. Shake out the hands. Maybe creepy crawlers feel good right here. Nice. And then touch, palms to the thighs. Breath in. And let's make a sound with our voices. So I can't hear you, and so you can make the loudest sound on earth. Maybe I'll be able to hear you. Yeah, I hear Martha for sure. And it sounds like resonance, right? It sounds like a vibration in your chest. Maybe sounds like a sigh of relief. And then let that go. We're just gonna let the chin drop towards the chest. And then bring the ear towards the shoulder on one side. And move your head around in a circle. Safely, slowly. And the next time your chin falls towards your chest, just stay there for a moment. Relax your jaw. So allow for more space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. And then we'll move the head in the opposite direction. Letting the head rest the next time it comes towards your chest. And then with your hands placed firmly on your thighs for stability, you're just gonna let your crown zip down. And then like a dolphin coming up out of the water, your chin starts to reach forward, the crown of your head starts to lift. Yes, just like that. So let's do that again. Our little dolphin move, dipping the head down into the water. And then breaking through the surface. Nice. One more time. Yes. Good. Little fist pump. And we'll take the elbows back as we inhale. Keep them lower if that feels better. And then exhale, big hug. I'm just going to take the hands to the outer edges of my arms. Some of you may take them further back behind the shoulders, whatever feels good here. And then let your exhale give you a deeper opening in the back of your shoulders. Maybe sensing as your shoulders drop down your back, a little more space in your collarbone. What about opening your mouth a little bit so the jaw can relax and all of the muscles in the back of the neck? Can relax as well. Nice and slow, let's let the arms start to slow motion separate. And then just rest your palms up, backs of the hands on your thighs. Observe the sensations in your fingertips and in your arms. Take a deep breath here while we pause. And we'll do that same practice again, inhaling, drawing, opening the chest, and taking the elbows back. You can sense that you're not so much pulling your elbows back as you are lifting your chest to the front. Yeah. And then when you're ready, exhale, other arm comes on top this time. Which one was it? And then safely find a place to land your hands so that you can drop your elbows down. Maybe tuck your chin to your chest if that feels good. Begin just moving the breath. Some of you might imagine moving the breath into those places that you described at the beginning of our session as being tight or bound. For some, it's helpful to imagine that the breath has a color. And you can start to fill those places in your body with that color. Slowly starting to let your arms slow motion separate. Fingertips come apart last. Let's engage our balanced fingers. So your middle finger is your balanced finger. And just let yourself get nice and tall. Push your feet into the floor, letting the middle fingers drop. Good. And now crossing your middle finger on top of your index. And then separate. Now crossing your middle finger on top of your ring finger. That one's a little trickier, and sometimes you have to help it. Sometimes it doesn't go all the way. It's okay. Right? Just give it a try. Maybe it happens, maybe not. Relax your shoulders. Just, yeah. There. And then let that go. Good. Resting the palms down on the thighs. Deep breath in and out. taking an intentional pause here to make space for ourselves. And then let's take our palms up. Imagine that we're making space for the people we care about, and maybe even making space for people we don't think we care about. Then let's make space for the world around. And let's make space for all the ways that we move in the world. And let's bring that quality of spaciousness into the space of our heart. And now we can clear the space. Let's inhale and exhale. Do it again. Thank you, friends.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emily.
Perfect start to my day, Emily. Thank you.